Hello, friends. Marshall Brown, Grace Presbyterian Church. It was fun to finish up this past week the sermon series that we called God's Big Picture. I hope that sermon series was an encouragement to you, that you learned something. We basically sprinted through the entire Bible in 8 weeks. The goal was to show how it's not just 66 individual books of the Bible, but it's one big story from God, the story of God's salvation of His people. And we do hope that you got somewhat of a picture, the big picture, from the whole Bible, even as we went all the way from Genesis to Revelation in 8 weeks' time. This week we come back to the Gospel of Luke, where we were in the fall, and particularly we come back to the very last week of Jesus' life. This week we'll be looking at Luke 19, verses 28 and following, where Jesus triumphantly enters the city of Jerusalem. He enters as a king, but he enters as a humble king. It's a prophetic enactment that Jesus, he's very intentional about what he is doing and what it means, both for who he is and what he's about to do. And so between now and Easter, we'll be looking at this last week of Jesus' life, the most important week, the most pivotal week in the history of the world, the last week of Jesus' life, his crucifixion, his resurrection, and everything else. But this week we enter in because there's so much about the triumphal entry that tells us about what is to come and explains who Jesus is and what he has come to do. So I hope you can join us this Sunday. I'm very excited about getting back into the Gospel of Luke, the last week of Jesus' life. Lord be with you. Have a great weekend. Take care.